Hey girls, this is lesson 13 for June 3rd, 2020, and we're going to be talking about triangles. And we all know that a triangle is simply a three-sided polygon, straight sides. But did you know that there are all different types of triangles? And that's what we're going to be doing today. I can analyze and classify triangles based on side length, angle measure, or both. So let's take a look at some triangles. So these classifications are based on the measurements in the angles in the triangle. A triangle has 4 angles. So let's look here. We have 1. Ooh, let's try that again. We have 1. We have 2. And we have 3. Now, an acute triangle means all 3 angles are acute. And these are all small angles. Okay? They're just 3 little angles less than 90 degrees in this triangle. So now let's take a look at this triangle. You'll notice here that this triangle has that square angle, that right angle. So it's called a right triangle. And a right triangle has 1 right angle. And you'll notice here that because this is a right angle, these are also both acute angles. So a right triangle has 1 right angle. Now we go to an obtuse triangle. An obtuse triangle has 1 obtuse angle. Remember, those obtuse angles are wider, they're larger than 90 degrees. Now, that's one way I can classify my angles is by the measure, or the triangles is by the measurement of their angles. Another way I can classify it is by the measurement of their sides. So triangles we know have 3 sides. And in an equilateral triangle, okay, you see a form of that word equal right here. All 3 sides are equal. And you'll notice that to show that these 3 sides are equal, they've put 1 dash on each side. So that shows when this one has 1, this one has 1, this one has 1. That shows that all 3 of those sides are equal. Now, in an isosceles triangle, 2 of the sides are equal. Okay, so again, you'll see this side has the dash, this side has the dash. This one does not. And we can see that the bottom is shorter than the other 2 sides. But these 2 sides here, the measurement is equal of the side, so it's called an isosceles triangle. The last classification based on the measurement of the side is a scalene triangle. And in a scalene triangle, none of the sides are equal. So again, you'll see it here in the scalene triangle. One little tick there, 2 here, and then 3 here. I'm just kind of highlighting them with another color, which shows that each of these sides is a different measurement. So what we're going to do now is we are going to use the pages from your packet that specifically state to use the following 4 pages as you watch the YouTube video lesson, and we are going to classify those triangles before you do your problem set. So in your packet, you have several pages of triangles, and we are going to see what their attributes are, and then we're going to classify them. So you have 3 pages of triangles, and then you have a worksheet where you will write down what the attributes are and then write down what the classification of the triangle is, working right through the video with me. So let's look at triangle A. And the first thing I'm going to do with triangle A is I'm going to measure all of the sides. That side is about 5 inches. This side also about 5 inches. And this side also about 5 inches. So my attributes so far, I have 3. I have 3 equal sides that are each 5 inches. And now look at the angles. 1, 2, 3. Those are acute angles. They're all acute angles. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. If all 3 sides are equal in a triangle, then all 3 angles are equal in a triangle. So each of those angles would equal 60 degrees if I were to measure them, because all of the angles in a triangle have to equal 180. So now let's classify this triangle. So if there's 3 equal sides, that means it is equilateral. And if there are 3 acute angles, it means it's an acute triangle. Let's look at B. So when I look at B, this is U up here. I probably can't see it very clearly. This is angle W, and this is angle V, just so you know how I'm looking at it. This side is 5.5. That side is 5.5. And the bottom is 4. So it has 2 equal sides. When I look at the angles, they're all going like that. So there's 3 acute angles. They're all acute. So if there's 2 equal sides, that means it's isosceles. And again, we have an acute angle. Let's move to triangle C. All right. This side, the shortest side, is about 3¼ inches. This side here is almost 8. And this one is about 5. I'm just going to double check this. Oh, wow. So each of the sides are different. No equal sides. Now let's look at the angles. Little one, little one, whoops, a wide one. It has one obtuse angle. So if there's no equal sides, that means it's scalene. I know that's a weird word. And if there's one obtuse angle, then it means it's an obtuse triangle. All right, moving to letter D. All right, so get my ruler again. 7.5, almost 4.5, and 5 3/4. So 3 different sides. No equal sides for letter D. Now I'm going to turn my, I'm actually going to use my right angle template because I'm pretty sure that's a right angle. And yes, it is. So we have one right angle. No equal sides means it's scalene. So we have another scalene triangle. However, with that right angle, this is a right triangle. Okay, 2 more. Oh, wow, look at letter E. I think you're going to know one thing about this. So first I'm going to do the sides. 6, 6, 8 1/4. So 2 sides are 6. So 2 sides are equal. And look at that again. You can kind of see, I'm going to use that right angle template again. That's angle N right there. Perfect right triangle. So if we have 2 equal sides, that's isosceles. Make sure you're checking on that spelling. And because of our right angle, it is a right triangle. One more. All right, letter F. 7.5, 4.5, 4.5 again. So that was 2 equal sides. But now let's look at the angle. I'm kind of, because I see those two are definitely acute. Okay, angle I and angle K are definitely acute. I'm not sure about angle J, so I'm going to use my template. Ah, all right. It's definitely obtuse. It goes past the 90 degrees. So if I have 2 equal sides, I'm isosceles. If I have one obtuse angle, I am an obtuse triangle. So you're going to use the skills that we just used in order to do your problem set. You're going to take a picture of it and you are going to send it to me. And I shall see you tomorrow.